Hello, Just2Film here. I want to do a review of Will and Harper, which is this new Netflix documentary about being transgender. It's Will Ferrell, of all people. No, he has not transitioned, but his friend Harper Steele has transitioned, and she transitioned over lockdown. And the two go across America and get different reactions from friends, family, and random people, and try to see if the places that once welcomed Harper still welcome Harper. Now, when I heard this, I was like, okay, are we gonna get like trans green book? Well, first off, this is a documentary, and already we get so much more of an authentic encapsulation of the minority that it's exploring than, say, a green book. This actually surprised me in how interesting the transness is explored in this film, and how the topics of transness don't feel cliche and don't feel standard compared to things like, say, Amelia Perez, which came out recently. There's fears in here that are fears I have every day since I've transitioned that I've never seen expressed on screen. And a lot of that is because Harper Steele, the woman behind this, is just so open. While it's sad to hear about Harper's fears and experiences that have been negative, it's also joyous to see her positive experiences and to see her just be so comfortable with being herself. I don't really see too many movies explore being misgendered in the everyday experience, and it's something that happens to me a lot. I mean, it is what it is. I thought it was daring and welcome to actually capture random people misgendering you and reacting and seeing if it's Will or if it's Harper speaking up and kind of seeing their reaction. And so I like that instead of exploring, say, what every other trans movie directed by a cis guy goes with, where it's like surgeries, 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 surgeries. And it's funny because the only time they ever talk about surgeries in here is brought up by Will Ferrell. Like, may I ask question? May I ask question? He goes like that. But look, at the end of the day, Will Ferrell in this movie is one of the most supportive cis friends I've ever seen. Like, I want him as my friend. This guy went out of his way to make Harper feel 100% like a woman and to make the people around her treat her like a woman, which in no way does he feel transphobic in this film or anything like that. Like, I was actually just kind of surprised at how much love that he gave his friend in terms of her transness, which is something I don't see too often, to go out of your way to just make your friend feel comfortable. Now, the thing about Will Ferrell in this movie, it's also one of my least favorite parts of the movie because, well, I don't like his humor shtick. I don't know. I'm a girl who doesn't even like Elf. Like, I can't stand that. He's not doing the man baby shtick here, but he's just doing a lot of these quips that aren't funny. And then there's also like a whole barrage of quips that are just straight up product placements for shit like Walmart. And what was the other one? Pringles. Like, stop it. Like, it's so evident it's product placement and it's so annoying and it's not funny to me. However, that's just my taste and my humor, as is with this review. It's just my taste. A lot of people in the theater were laughing at the Will Ferrell humor bits, so, you know, maybe to each their own. That's just my take. And then the other problem with the movie is the score. The score is one of the most generic scores I've heard. I mean, the piano track is insistent on emotional scenes in the first half, and it's kind of annoying because the emotions are there, again, which is how authentic Harper is and how it authentically portrays what she's experiencing. But then they have to insist the most sappy piano score that you could hear in any random movie. And that's where it takes me out of the scene. And I'm like, look, movie, you already had such great emotions, which is the authenticity on screen. You don't have to slam in this piano track that is just incredibly generic. Now, it does use a lot of licensed music. Like, it does use Going Up the Country, which is like one of the biggest cliches to road trip scenes in movies. But I will say, especially in the latter half, there were some songs I didn't really know that I thought were actually pretty emotionally effective. And my other problems that kind of stand out would be that I wish we got more of the in-public reactions. Not that they needed more events of this, but these scenes feel really cut up. And I kind of wish we got more of, say, the aftermath of some of the things that are said there. Because they'll say something, right? Either the people who are talking to Harper or Harper and Will, and then we'll just get a cut from the reaction. I'm like, I kind of want to see the reaction to that. And this happened maybe like twice. And in general, I think, especially with the last act, we just kind of get a lot of Harper and Will, and it feels a little bit boring at points in that regard. Like, honestly, it doesn't feel like there's much of an emotional payoff to the film, and the first two acts have those great moments that are emotionally resonant. So, is it a perfect movie? No, but I really love the transness it explores, even going into the qualia of it all, which I'm always asking for from trans films. I love the public reaction segment, but just wish there were more of that. And also, I think the score could have been nixed altogether. You already got enough emotions with what was on the screen. So, with all that considered, I give this a 6 out of 10. I do recommend watching it if you want to learn more about transgender people. I think it's very enlightening in that regard. And I do think it's entertaining and something that most people will enjoy. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe here for more film reviews, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.